Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rena. If you're new here, then welcome and welcome to another end of year empty haul series. Today we're going to talk about all of my skincare except the serums because I've just done a separate chapter for all the serums. I'll leave that video link somewhere up here and also down below for you to check it out. But we've got everything else for the skincare, from cleanser all the way to moisturizers. I did put sunscreen into a separate category as well to combine with others, so otherwise this video is just going to be so long. I hope you really enjoy this kind of content. If you do, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribe to my channel. During the month of December, there's a lot of special videos that I pre-filmed, pre-planned that are all like uploading in schedule, so I hope you really enjoy them. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive into it. Oh, one other thing, I am trying to reach 600. I don't know by the time you're seeing this if it's already happened. If it actually happened, then I'll be super happy of subscribers. That's what I'm talking about, 600 subscribers. I know that's not a lot, but I think I'll just set myself a little bit of go because I want to do a giveaway. So 600, it was just gonna be like I guess a title for me to do that giveaway. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribe. Okay, now we're diving into it. I've got, I don't know how many, more than 10 products for sure. These are the things I accumulated from my last empty, so it's like 6 month-ish empty. Let's start with cleansers. I've got 3 cleansers here to talk about. The first 2 are travel sizes. One is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula with vitamin E, creamy cleanser and makeup remover. This is my second empty, and it doesn't mean I like it, only because I've got so many. It doesn't remove makeup well at all, even on a day when I only applied very minimal makeup. So I basically just use it as a creamy cleanser because it contains no foam, and I tend to use a creamy cleanser in the morning, and that's been alright for me just to wash off the residual dirt overnight, but I wouldn't recommend it. However, I do have a couple. I don't want to go waste because I know it can be used in the morning, and their travel sizes, you know, takes me not very long to finish it, so I might just use it that way. So if you see it in the future empties, doesn't mean I love them, it's just because I don't want to waste the product. I think I received it from Chemist Warehouse. They always pop in samples when I do online shopping. The other one is the e.l.f. Daily Face Cleanser, and I finally finished this. I reviewed this, I believe it was last year on my channel, so it's been a long time and I've been on and off using it, and I just finally pushed myself to finish it. It's really nothing special, a very standard cleanser. To me, it's more like a liquid soap, got a little bit of bubbles. It's not bad, but it's not good. I definitely have a better one that I'm gonna mention in a minute, so I will not repurchase this. Kind of don't recommend. The one that I do really enjoy, really love, and emptied is the sweet one. This is their olive leaf deep cleansing gel with glycolic and salicylic acid. This one is aiming to be used for oily and combination skin, aiming to create that good balance. But my mom's having a dry skin and she can use it as well, and we all love it around in the family. So it's a really good product. It is a foaming cleanser, but it's not one of those really rich foam. It's like the bubble foam. I really enjoyed this sort of bubble, light yet still foaming sort of texture. Some of the cleanser, because they're so rich in their foam, I do get worried that it gets clogged into the hairlines too much, that it takes forever to wash it, and if I wash it, it makes hair greasy and oily. It's just not something that I enjoy, but this one doesn't have any of the problems, and yet it cleanses the skin super well. It feels super exfoliated, and yet it's not dry, and because it contains AHA and BHA here, so it does that chemical exfoliation while you're washing your skin. So even you have a sensitive skin, you shouldn't be worried too much, because in a washout form, it could be probably the most gentle sort of AHA BHA formula that you can come across. So I really do enjoy this, and this one, when it's on half price sale, it was less than $10 for 125 mils. I mean, there's absolutely no other cleansers can beat it at the moment, and I'm aiming to find something even better than this, but I doubt I can ever find something even better. Alright, so that's all the cleansers. Moving on to the toners. I am not a huge toner sort of person, but I do have one toner that is always in my skincare routine, and I use it constantly. This is the BHA toner, and I'm currently been using the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliate. This one contains salicylic acid, so after you wash your face, you just use this either with a cotton pad, or I sometimes just use my hand and lather it all around and also cover on my neck. This is a very gentle formula. Considering it's 2% BHA, you barely feel anything on your face. Sometimes I feel a hint of warmth, which lasts for around 5 seconds, and then it's just completely gone. And I've been using bottles of this. This is my first empty, but I've got 2 half bottles at the moment, so I've got one that is almost finished straight away. So in the next empty, you'll surely see another of this. I do have a couple other brands, BHA 2%, like from the pharmacist, which I bought recently, and then I've got a few like salicylic acid serum that I want to test out. So you might not see this very frequently in the near future. I will consider repurchase this after I finish all the testing, and if I think I couldn't find anything better, because I guess this one does set a very high standard for testing BHAs, but it's a really good product and it's not that expensive considering you are receiving 4 fluid ounces, so 118 mils in here. It's really good. Alright, moving on to the serums. I don't have any in front of me because I reviewed them separately, so this is time you check out that video if you do want to see all the serums. I categorized them into like morning serums, vitamin C's, nighttime serums, vitamin A's, and all the supplementary serums that I used up in the last 6 months. So I do kind of enjoy that sort of setting because I do tend to put a lot of effort into serums, so I think it's reasonable to give them like a separate shout out, separate chapter during my empty series. Next one is moisturizers. I do use up a few actually. I've got 2 nighttime moisturizers and 1 day moisturizers. Let's go with the day one first. This is a Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Anti-Aging Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 15. This is their like retinoid line, so it's one of their quite expensive line. I do quite enjoy the packaging first, that's first. So it makes sure it's blocking all the UV lights, and it's got a pumped bottle with a lock design that is all nice and good. The product itself, it contains broad spectrum SPF 15, so it's a proper sun protection, although just having a lower SPF, but it's like properly well protecting UVA and UVB rays, and it contains retinoid as well. Not super high as an ingredient on the list, but it is something there if you want to include it, or trying to just try out retinoid, starting to include in your skincare routine. This is not bad product. And the formula and the feeling on the face, it's a little bit greasy. I feel like that's coming from the SPF. Apart from that, it's quite moisturizing. So if you are having a drier skin, you're probably gonna like it more than me. I found that sometimes it can be a little bit of too shiny. And the price. The price is the only thing that I don't really like, especially if you consider this is a moisturizer and they only give you 29 mils in here. On half price sale, I believe this one's around $20. Half price sale for 30 mil. I just think, having SPF in my day cream, it's good, but it's not essential because I do apply sunscreen, and I do recommend everyone should do that because 15 first is not enough high SPF for you. Secondly, I don't think you can apply that thick of a layer. It's better that you do another layer. It's good as a reassurance, so I'm not mad about it, but it's not essential for me. And retinoid, I have serums that I really like, and I use them during the night time, so including in the morning sort of day cream, I just think it's a little bit of like too much for me to say yes, I'm happy to pay for the price. Not regretting getting it, but will not purchase myself. And then the 2 night cream here, one is one of my favorite. This is the Innisfree Jeju Orchid Enriched Cream. I do have like a special edition Mickey Mouse here. Apart from that, it's nothing special. This is just me loving Disney, and they charge a little bit of extra money. They do come with a box. So I do have the box here as well. I'm putting all my regret purchases in this box at the moment. So they come in a pair, and there's a couple of other things along in this box as well. So yeah, they didn't do them last year. I got this one the year before, so it took me a little while to finish this. Alright, this cream, they do have different versions of it. We have enriched cream, the thickest formula, and a regular cream, and then a gel formula. I do love the gel the most. I use it up during the winter time, and I found It's really good moisturizing as it's not too thick, too rich, too hard to blend, and yet absorbs really quickly, and it feels like everything is sinking into my skin, adding on another layer of locky moisture. I do notice it comes with a scent, which I kind of enjoy it. But if you're like allergic to fragrance, or you're very like questioning about the fragrance in the moisturizer, then this might not be yours. It's a very typical like Asian skincare scent. I guess you do smell this a lot. And a lot of Innisfree's ones contain fragrance, like their tea tree, green tea tree serum. I really enjoyed that one. Got a fragrance. It was nice for me to smell and enjoy, but I guess, you know, it really depends. Will I repurchase this? I'm not quite sure in a short period of time. Like I mentioned, the gel one is probably the one that I would go for. But I will be really happy saying if I receive it as a gift, I'm like, oh my god, one of my favorite cream is back into my skincare routine. That sort of like scenario. And the last one from the moisturizer is from Swiss, their Blood Orange Brightening Daily Moisturizer with papaya and niacinamide. This is something I tested out recently. Oh, that's not recently. When I did my first like episode of Sweet Skincare review, because I do have another one coming up very soon. I have a love-hate relationship about this one. I enjoyed it quite a lot at start because as a brightening moisturizer, and they contain niacinamide in it, it's some really good ingredient to match what they're claiming. You know, they actually put the right thing into the moisturizer. And it's a very affordable brand, and it's easy access here in Australia, and it's a quite light texture. It's in between lotion and cream. It's something that I really enjoy. You can use it during the morning, at the night time, you can layer it with something else, or just use it alone by itself. It's just very easy to be fitted into your skincare routine, and you don't feel pressure, you don't have to change a lot of other things. And it contains a scent. It smells like that sort of citrus because it's got blood orange, but also very sweet, like a sweet citrus, hard candy type of scent to me. When I first using it, I found it's quite, I guess, sweet scent. It always makes me feel a bit happy, you know, quite like a candy, joy, that type of thing. So I enjoy using it, but as I use continuously day by day, I start like really scared of the scent. Like I open the jar, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is coming again. You know, it's to that point. And it also contains a few oils in here, which a lot of sweet skincare contains oils. I think pretty much every single one of them. Also with like Sukin, Native, or all these like Australian local brands, they seem to really enjoy some really good essential oils to be included in their skincare products. So the oil can get a bit of, you know, funky over time. This is definitely something, once you open it, please do continue to use it all the way till to the end, otherwise you might not be able to finish it. So now I smell it because it's in my empty like pouch for a little while. I definitely smell that funky scent of the oil. So I personally, because of the love-hate relationship, I wouldn't repurchase this. And I found that although I've tried a few moisturizers, I haven't got a one that I'm like, oh my gosh, if you guys need one moisturizer, this is it. I'm still looking for it. I think moisturizer is always something I'm kind of like a pending, yet to find the best. Because I'm doing the Roundup 2021 Best of Skincare, and I found moisturizer is the category that I really hesitate. Like, I don't know what to recommend it to you. There's a few that it's good, but not, and there are a couple that I'm testing at the moment. They're quite impressive, but I don't know how it goes in long run. Done the face, let's have a look around the eyes. I know eye cream is not essential, and I absolutely agree, but I'm someone enjoys skincare. Like skincare, it's one of my most important like thing during the night. I'm really looking forward to it and to make it a big deal. So I do like to put some eye creams. I do found some are working well for me. Are they worth the money? Not quite sure, but am I happy to pay for it? Yes, I am. So I've got two high-end ones here. This is one, the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye Supercharged Complex. So this is in the little cube. I did buy their Matrix one. I'm hoping I can do like a review after I try a few of their products. I don't know how many bottles is this. This could be my second full size, but if you count all the travel size that I received, I could finish this in my number 4. I cannot remember. I really enjoy this. It's a jelly-ish texture, and it feels a little bit tacky under the eye, and it helps me get rid of my wrinkles. I don't have like a true wrinkle, but I do have false wrinkles based on how I sleep and how I squash my face. into my pillows, so it does come quite often if I don't use a good moisturizer just around the eyes. And this one is not heavy and yet is super moisturized, and I just feel like it gives that sort of smooth, I can feel it's filling into the lines. Do I recommend this to everyone? If you do have the budget and you have like false wrinkles, or you reckon you have similar things that I just mentioned, yes, I do. But is it everyone needs to get this regardless? Not really. There are some really good eye masks that can use to help and minimize the situation. So I have my personal like feelings towards this particular eye cream, so that make me giving more credit points to it. I do admit that. But like my mom used it, she thinks it's fine. Like I said, I asked her multiple times, like, what do you found about this one? I really enjoyed it. And even though she knew me that I'm really loving it, she's like, I still think it's fine. She loved the Julic one a lot more, but I just found that one is fine. So everyone's different. Because it's expensive, so I don't want you guys to just go run out and purchase. Do think about it and then go ahead. The other one is a travel size. This is the Lancome Advanced Use Activating Smoothing Eye Cream. This is a 5ml travel size, yes. So when you get Lancome product, they tend to go buy one get one free, which is especially often last year. I haven't seen that very often this year, but last year, the whole year 2020, maybe it's because of COVID, it was super common. Like I almost seeing it like every season. I'm like, this is again, why they're giving buy one get one free one more time? The free one they give it to you wouldn't be like a full size, but it will be identical. So they give you like 3 travel sizes. This is one of them. I think these two are actually very similar. This is more lightweight. This is more cooling and smoothing on the face because it contains alcohol and it also contains mica. So mica is something put in a lot of cosmetic products as well to instantly brighten the under eye, which I like to use it during the morning because I will be applying concealers and everything anyway. If I can include in my skincare somehow just to prep my under eye, that's not a problem with me. However, during the nighttime, would I like to have mica? I probably prefer not. So if I have to choose in between these two, I would go for Estee Lauder. However, considering the price and promotion, they often come with a lot of sales. I might get another Lancome one if they come in with like buy one get one free sort of promotion, that when I will be like justifying myself of purchasing one. The last eye cream here is from the brand Secret Key. So this is a Korean brand which you can purchase from Yesstyle. I've got their starting treatment eye cream and I happen to bought in the Rose edition, which is one of their limited edition. Everything exactly the same apart they're adding a bit of rose extract. To me, I only smell the rose scent. I don't see anything like other differences, like it's not like more moisturizing than the other. I just found it's probably just adding a bit of scent, and I think they did like rose print on the bottle, but it's all worn out by now. This is a 30-gram cream. I use it around my eyes first and I found it's a very standard moisturizing eye cream. It's nothing special, like leaving a special memory point while I was using it, and now I'm looking at it, I'm just like, yeah, it was just one of those products. It's good, but it's nothing too much for me to say, oh, I need to get this from Yesstyle, waiting for 2 months to shipping. Well, they don't usually do 2 months, maybe 1 month shipping, like, and I still need to get this because it's so good. It's not like that. So I wouldn't repurchase myself, and I did try to finish this using it as a neck cream, and I found it's actually really moisturizing. As for a moisturizer, I do think it's a not bad product. Again, it's not going to be my favorite. So I think overall speaking, this is an okay product, but I do really enjoy the brand Secret King. They have a lot of like their toner and their mask contain the same ingredients as the SK2 essential toner, so they are very similar. If you're looking for a dupe, if you're looking for something that you want to try but don't want to spend that much money to pay for SK2, Secret King, their mask is one of my favorite. So in my empty mask, you will see I used up a few of them, and I will talk about more into it once we get there. Before we dive into my very last and one of my most exciting empty, I do found I've got another eye serums here. This is the Suki Antioxidant Eye Serum. It's paraben fragrance free. It got 30 ml, glass bottle, and a pump design as well. I do found this is super basic. This is the least favorite from all the eye cream that I mentioned, and I definitely will not purchase. I think it provides nothing about antioxidant. It contains quite good amount of oils like sesame oils and everything, so it's like very moisturizing, and it also saying contains aloe vera, cucumber. Everything to me, it wasn't antioxidant enough. It's more for moisturization, and the one that I've got here, they are moisturizing and yet containing a bit of antioxidant, so I wouldn't go ahead and purchase this one. So for me to use this 30 ml, it did take me a long time, and I did ask mom and then try to finish up helping me out, so thank you for your contribution, but I would not purchase. It's very affordable, but I still think it's not worth the money. Right, last but not the least, my holy grail that I think is one of my most excited found in the year of 2021, which you definitely see in my best of 2021 skincare. This is the Native Treatments line Nourishing Miracle Face Oil. This is a nourishing and yet miracle face oil. I am definitely not a huge fan of putting oils on my face because I have normal to combination skin, and my mom is someone really enjoying it, but she's been testing so many, so she actually having a quite high standards in terms of the performance of the oil, whether it's too oily, whether it absorbs really good into the skin. So when I tried this one myself, I'm like, I kind of doubt if she's gonna like it because it's so lightweight. I feel like I wasn't applying an oil. It's almost like a serum. You know the very runny serum? This is just like that with a hint of oiliness in it. It was just so lightweight, yet the next day my skin was glowing. It wasn't too greasy. Sometimes if you put an oil and it was so moisturizing, next day when you wake up, you almost feel like it was too much last night. Especially if you're using it continuously for a few days, you'll be like, I need to take a break. My skin cannot take it. This is something you can use it every day. You can use it every second day, however you want to use it. Mix with moisturizer, use it by yourself. I just think it's really, really good. So when I get my mom to test it out, I was wondering if it's not going to be nourishing enough, but she loved it. And she had the same feedback, like it was so lightweight, and the next day, the skin is not just looking moisturized, but also very soft. Like it was just miracle, as the name suggested. And when you look at the ingredient, they did put in a bunch of oil. It wasn't just one or two. They have like jojoba oil, apricot oil, coconut oil, and also shea butter, sweet almond oil, rosehip oil, and argan oil, and vitamin E, a lot of other like rosemary for the scent, and as well as carrot, all these ingredients here. I think it's just amazing considering how many things they've put in here, and yet it creating such a lightweight finish. This is my number one hands down face oil that I found so far, and I've been testing a few, but I mainly been testing out rosehip oils recently. They seems to be a little bit on the greasier side. So during Black Friday sale, I did pick up another 2 bottles of this. I think it worth the money. My mom even asked me if I can give her a few bottles of this. She's like, where is that oil? I did offer her to try others. She's like, I want to go back and use the native one. That's like my most favorite. So that is really, really hard for her to say yes. And I'm really, really happy that I found something while I was testing the whole native treatments line. The other things in their line are good, but it wasn't to a point I was like, oh my gosh, everything else step aside. This is coming through. This is one of them. It's like the absolutely holy grail, top one in my face oil collection at the moment. So yeah, that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I did ramble a lot towards the end because I got super excited. You know, I started to lose control. I was calm and logical at the start, and then I just went woof everywhere. But yeah, I hope you really do found this video is interesting. It's at the empty that I used also mini review and to compare with, you know, everything else in the same category. If you do like this type of content, I do have a empty playlist that I can link here somewhere so you guys can check it out. And don't forget that serum video if you wanted to have a look. And I do have like a makeup, mask, sunscreen, and like some supplements empties coming up. It wouldn't be 4 videos because otherwise it'll be too long, so probably another 2 coming up in the series. So I hope you guys can stay tuned and consider subscribe. And if you like today's content, don't forget to give it a like and comment down below how do you found of these. Have you used something similar, or if you have any recommendations or you have different opinions, I would like to know. Yeah, don't forget the 600 subscribers giveaway. I think maybe by this time I'll be already reaching it, so stay tuned for that video as well, because I will do like a giveaway video to show you everything that I put into the giveaway box that I created, and then obviously the ways to enter and all that. So yeah, that is all for today. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe and stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!